Hi, I'm Dan Beasley-Harling and I was a contestant on the Great British Bake Off last year. That's probably where most people know me from. I'm very pleased to be here talking about how it got better for me with Arif and Ricky in Wonderland. Very happy to support the It Gets Better campaign, reaching out to young people and telling them why it's going to get better. I'm a married gay man and I look after 2 small children. I think we grow up understanding that society doesn't want you to be LGBT. It's not the desired thing. You know, we watch the Prince and Princesses movies. We know that society wants us to be straight, and when you know that that's not what you are, I think it's very isolating. And I think even at a time where on the surface it appears like we have a lot of the rights that we've been campaigning for all these years, I think it's still just the experience of growing up outside of the heteronormative society is very, very isolating for people. And no matter how easygoing your parents are, no matter how kind your friends are, it's always going to be a difficult experience. And feeling alone, feeling like your life can't possibly work out the way you want it to, feeling like things are desperate is very, very common. And it doesn't make it easier, but I think it's really important that people know that most people go through this experience and they feel these things, and you won't feel that way forever. For me, growing up at a time where gay marriage wasn't legal, even civil partnerships weren't legal, you certainly couldn't adopt children, I grew up thinking that, or knowing that I couldn't have the life I wanted for myself. That I wanted a very vanilla life. I just wanted to grow up and be married and have kids, and I just thought, that's not an option for me, that won't happen for me. I don't think I could pick out a single moment, like one defining moment where things got better, but I think over time, everything started to get better, and I started to realise that the things that I wanted, the things that I wanted to make me happy, were available to me. I came out when I was about 16, maybe a bit younger. People knew I was gay, but I hid it from my parents. I didn't want it to define me. And I think it was only when I started to get into the world on my own that I was able to really accept myself. And I think even though I knew from a very young age, it probably wasn't until I was about 25 that I could walk into a room and be comfortable being myself and not caring what people thought about me. So it's, it doesn't magically fix itself overnight. It's a long journey, but you will get there. As many gay people will tell you, coming out isn't something that you do once, it's something that you do every day. And it's so true, because every time you meet a stranger, you have to let them figure it out, or you have to explain it to them and deal with the sort of half a second of shocked or don't quite know how to behave reaction. So, that's something that we all still have to deal with. But I think the easiest thing to do, if you need to come out to people, is to come out to strangers first. I honestly think it's the easiest way. If you go to a bar and you just sort of chat to someone, you go, yeah, I'm gay, and strangers don't care, and that's a nice easy one to help you get into the habit of being able to be cool with saying, I'm gay. I came out to my mother when my brother was picking on me and calling me gay, and my mother said, well, are you gay? And I said, yeah, I think so. But she didn't sort of really acknowledge it, and I don't blame her for that. I think she probably wasn't ready for that conversation just then. But in my mind, I was like, well, I've told her now, so I don't need to tell her again. If I could meet myself again when I was sort of 12, 13 years old, I really just would have told myself to be more hopeful, to be more optimistic. I think it's hard for anyone, at that adolescent period of your life, you're sort of all over the place. It's hard to be sort of pragmatic about things. But I think I'd just say it will get better if you just concentrate on improving your life for yourself. You'll get it on your own eventually. Eventually your life will just be about you and the direction that you want to take it in, and you won't be sort of so hung up about all the people around you and what they think of you all the time. It's cliche, but as gay people, we get to choose our own families, we get to go out, into the world and choose the people that we want to spend time with. And when you're able to do that for yourself, I think that's the time when you'll really find yourself, and you'll find actually, not only can you be who you are, you're going to love who you are too. The people that I really want to reach with this message, and the reason that I'm doing this, is because for the people who are in a dark place now and they're thinking it's not going to get better, it is going to get better. It is going to get better, and I wish I had the words to tell you why and how and speak to your individual circumstance, but just know it really will. Regardless of who you are and the position you're in, it will get better.